Welcome, my dear friends. It's great having Dr. Arjun Pai back with us once again. Uh, as you all know, we do a Guru Purnima series with all our lecturers and those who are coming on my channel. So, sir, welcome and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, namaste, Shikha ji, and thank you for having me back on your channel. It's always a pleasure to come back.
The pleasure is all mine, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Shikha ji. Okay, so today what I said is let's you've invited me to do on for the upcoming Guru Purnima event. So like I said, let me do a very simple lesson on understanding Brahaspati, which is Jupiter, Guru,
Yes.
and Shukracharya, which is Venus, Shukra.
Correct.
And many of us will know about Jupiter and Venus, but I just want to take it to an esoteric level to understand what Guru's blessings are.
Yes.
So there is a mantra that many people also know about this mantra. It is Kayena Vacha Manasendriyeva Buddhichyatma Va Prakratehi Swabhavat Karomi Yadhyat Sakalam Parasmai Guru Varareti Samarpayami. Now, what this mantra means is whatever I do with my body, my speech, my mind, and with all my indriyas, which is my sense organs, whatever I do with my intellect, my emotions, are unconsciously what my feelings of my heart are through all the natural tendencies of my mind. And whatever I do all for others without the sense of attachment to the results. And I surrender them all at the lotus feet of the Supreme Guru. The lotus feet of Supreme Guru. And today I said, let us honor the two of the greatest gurus, which is Brahaspati and Shukracharya.
Yes.
So today I'll be talking more in terms of how the gurus protect us and lead us into this world of good vidya, good, which is sweet as well. So Jyotish Shastra is called as good vidya, or it is called as Paravidya.
Yes.
So when we look at Jupiter as a planet, or we call it a graha means a Caesar. Jupiter is one of the planets which moves the fastest on its axis and revolves very fast.
Yes.
Jupiter takes almost 10 hours to go on its axis once. So on Earth, we take 24 hours, but on Jupiter, it is only 10 hours. Their one day is for 10 hours.
10.
But Jupiter takes almost 11.86 years, which is roughly 12 years, which is called as the Jovian cycle, which means that is how much it takes for Jupiter to go around the sun once. Now, on the contrary, we have Shukra, which is Venus, and the Venus takes 243 days to go around Earth days. I'm talking about 243 Earth days to go around on its axis once. So one day on Venus is 243 days. So 243 Earth days it takes to go around its own axis. But surprisingly, Venus takes 225 days to go around the sun. So do you see the difference between Guru and Shukra? Shukra is slow in rotating, and if all the planets are rotating in one direction, Shukra is rotating in the opposite direction.
Correct.
So on one side you have Jupiter, which is revolving so fast on its axis, and then Shukra is going so slow on its axis. So much so that astronomically 1 year on Venus
is equal to nearly 1 day.
1 day, but 1 day is longer than 1 year.
Correct. Correct.
So did you understand? Now,
Yes.
so what we see when we look at this, Guru represents the source of ether element, Akashtakvarg.
Yes.
And Guru is the distributor of ether element. And Shukra is the distributor of the water element, Jalatattva. I'm using the word distributor. Why I mean distributor is we have to know the genesis of this word distributor comes from a word which was given in Garuda Puran, and there is a mythical river that we all have to cross one day. It is called as Vaitaran or Vaitarini. Vaitarini means what you have to go and distribute yourself, and whatever you're distributing here is what you get the benefit after you go on the river, because you are being ferried across different lokas. Likewise, here on the earth plane, Agni is called the great distributor. That's why it's called as Vibhaktar. Vibhag means he is distributing whatever offerings we're giving here, he's going and distributing it to the heavens. So every element has a source, and there is a carrier of the source and the distributor of the source. So the source energy, where is the origin? Like we say, every river has a glacier, and the glacier is from which the water melts, and then you have different tributaries, and rivers also form different, it distributes itself as tributaries before it forms a big river and starts moving. So a lot of things are coming and merging to form some union. So Jupiter is the distributor of Akash Tattva, and Venus is the source of Jala Tattva, which means water element, distributor. Which is the source? Moon is the source of water, but Venus distributes that water. Which is the source of Akash Tattva in the chart? It is Lagna. Lagna is the source of Akash Tattva. Which is the source of Agni Tattva? Sun is the source of Agni Tattva, but who is the distributor of the Agni Tattva? Mars. Understood? Now, who is the distributor of Prithvi Tattva? Mercury. And who is the source of Prithvi Tattva? Ketu. Who is the source of Vayu Tattva, air element?
Source will be Rahu.
Rahu.
And Saturn is
the distributor. That is why Rahu is also the source, but he can also block the prana, the life force energy from flowing, because Rahu also represents carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide removes, but carbon dioxide is CO2, which means that has got O2 in it, oxygen. Carbon and oxygen has to be separated. So what Shani does is he only takes the oxygen and he gives the prana. Carbon is with Rahu, but he has the source for oxygen, because which is carbon dioxide. What is happening? The plants are taking the carbon dioxide and giving us oxygen. That is why praying to any trees or planting trees is the best form of receiving the energy from nature, which is Shani's energy. So taking care of plants, Shani gets also very strengthened. That's why the most sacred tree for most of us is Ashwatha. Ashwavatta, Vata, Ashvata. Ashvata, Vata is what? Air element. Vata energy, what we have predominantly in the Ayurvedic Tridosha. Ashwa, which means horses were yoked under this tree.
Right.
So understand that Jupiter is a guru and Venus also is a guru. Now let's look at another thing that comes from this understanding. Now these gurus, what are these gurus? These are our celestial guardians. These are our guides. These are our mentors. They're always trying to guide. Now, in the natural zodiac, which signs Jupiter controls and which signs Venus is ruler of in the zodiac signs?
9 and 12 and 2 and 7.
2 and 7 is we have
Taurus and
Libra, which is under Shukra, which is Venus.
Yes.
And there is Sagittarius and Pisces. So if you really see, this Jupiter is the ruler of the zodiac sign Pisces, and Venus is the ruler of the zodiac sign Taurus, which means two gurus are protecting one house, which is Aries. They are guiding you. They're coming in pair. They're coming on each side because they want to protect the first house. The natural first house is the head. Aries, the head of the ram.
Deha.
Exactly, Deha. Mars.
Okay,
Deha.
I got your listing. 8th house similarly.
Exactly similar. 8th house also it is guarding on both sides. Because first house is your entry and 8th house is considered as your longevity and death. And then your death also, what you leave this place. But now you see, what is it protecting there? On one side, you see there is exaltation of the sun that is happening in Aries. So sun is the original source of light for us. And there is debilitation of Shukra, which happens in Aries. Not Shukra, Shani, Saturn. Saturn's debilitation, deep debilitation happens there. So Saturn's deep debilitation is the darkness that is there because it's the coldest planet. So what we say is Saturn controls all the Apara Vidya. Apara Vidya means whatever we need to know about this world, logical, analytical, we want to learn about our relationships, our purpose in life here, everything, whatever we are trying to learn and trying to manifest and to solidify, Saturn is the Karaka for Apara Vidya. Because this is common knowledge, everybody. That's why Shani is also dreaded, because we have to deal with our karmas. What are these karmas? Those things that we have to pay off here. And in Aries, he gets debilitated. So Shukra is helping him from Taurus as a guru. He's helping Shani, give you that knowledge of what you want to know. In today's life, if I have to make my life, meaningful, beautiful, then Shukra is coming and helping you, because he gives you all the beauty that we can have the sensitivity to observe and to enjoy the materialistic. That's why Shukra is called as a bhogi, who likes to take the pleasure and luxuries and beauty, who has got the eye to appreciate beauty, even a flower. Otherwise, Shani is debilitated, which means we will not be able to look at a flower and appreciate the flower. Because we'll think of the flower is another thing. You will not appreciate it. Shukra is giving you the ability to appreciate. In Jupiter, Brahaspati is controlling the Paravidya, which means anything which is absolute reality and truth, which is the cosmic knowledge that we are trying to seek, and the Dharma Shastras that we are trying to seek, Jupiter controls. And Sun is called as Vedamurti. That's why Hanuman chose nobody else to go and learn the Dharma Shastras. He took Surya Bhagavan. Understood? So, Surya exalted in Aries, the purpose is to enlighten you with enough information that you want to make your life meaningful. And Shani is debilitated and Shukra is helping him because he is trying to say, enjoy the beauty. So there are two gurus who are protecting you. One is trying to show you the real good Vidya. As we said, good means sweetness, jaggery. It gives you sweetness of your life. That is the spiritual sweetness. Materialistic sweetness also is required. If you are very, very poor and you're not able to enjoy life and not having the means, then how can you appreciate any other Vidya? So Shukra is helping you and Guru is also helping you. So they are flanking Aries on either side and they are trying to say, okay, when you're born, I'm sitting on both sides and I'm trying to guide your spirit and which is coming inside. That's the natural Kalpurush Kundli, Aries.
Right.
And similarly, Scorpio. We see in Scorpio what is happening. We have Libra on one side and we have Sagittarius on the other side. Both are ruled by these gurus. So which means our entry and our exit both are being flanked by these gurus. But in the exit, what are we learning? What we are learning is debilitation of moon happens in Scorpio. Which means we have to let go of our vasanas and our samskaras here. Through our karmas, we are trying to achieve. But what are we trying to immortalize? Because Ketu gets exalted in Scorpio. Ketu is the flag that we are going to leave behind. It's our legacy that we are going to leave behind. You know, whatever karmas, good karmas are there, here is what we are going to leave behind. So Ketu is trying, so Jupiter is helping Ketu to immortalize your soul, and Shukra is helping Moon to let go of your
Vasanas.
karmic vasanas here or samskaras. You have to address them.
So even
you have
Ketu,
to-
no? Venus Ketu also will take you away from.
Exactly, that is what it is. So here Venus is also, see, that way Venus is also helping Surya in the first Aries, and even Jupiter is helping Saturn. That's why in Nadi Shastra, you see, when
Jupiter, Saturn,
Jupiter,
Dharma,
Saturn
Karma.
are together, Dharma Karma. They will help you ease your thing here of your karmas here. Jupiter Ketu is also, you know, in Nadi, what it means.
Yes, like if proper connection,
Exactly.
Sun, Jupiter, Ketu
Correct.
flags.
Yeah. So what they are giving you, accomplishments that you're going to leave behind here. And that will be known for generations to come. Your teachings will be here. Your goodwill that you have created here is going to be here. Like a teacher, you're going to be an inspiration, like a role model. Ketu with Jupiter can become a role model for somebody. And we know Venus and Ketu can become tapasvi if it is also connected in a proper way with the, you know, other
Yes.
planets. Saturn, Venus,
Saturn, Venus, Ketu.
Ketu.
For females.
Yes, isn't it? So, do we see the connection? What is happening is vairagya, tyag is what we want to achieve as we are going towards our exit.
So what about Venus getting exalted in natural, like it will be in the 12th house and moon getting exalted in Taurus. They are
That's
also flanking the Aries sign, Sun and Saturn getting connecting to them.
yes.
So
That's the next thing I wanted to discuss about. Now look at the beauty of the system. The beauty of the system, you have to know that first of all, identify what are the planets that and their Mula Trikona. Mula Trikona means their head office. And we know in the basic zodiac, we know Aries is said to be the first sign. So we say it is an odd sign. And Taurus is an even sign. And similarly, Gemini would be odd. Cancer will be even. Leo will be odd. Virgo will be even. So odd and even.
correct.
Okay. So some people also call it positive, negative. Doesn't mean that it is negative sign. It's just the polarity it is showing, like gender, male and female Rashi.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you really see in this, the Mula Trikona of the visible planets, Mula Trikona means the head office. Of the visible planets, you see, in the visible planet thing, Sun. So the Mula Trikona of Mars is Aries, which is number 1. Mula Trikona of Sun is Leo, which is number 5. Mula Trikona of Venus is, Libra, which is number 7. Mula Trikona of Jupiter is Sagittarius, which is number 9. And Mula Trikona of Saturn is Aquarius, which is number 11. So these are all the odd. 1, 5, 7, 9, 11. These are the Mula Trikonas. But there are 2 planets which find their Mula Trikona in the even signs, which is Moon and Mercury. Moon gets its Mula Trikona in Taurus and Mercury in Virgo. That is 2 and 6.
Right.
Even signs. Moon and Mercury, they always take the flavor of whatever planets they are sitting with and are influencing. They do not have their own thing when they are combined or aspected by something. Similarly, the phases of the moon will also impact and change. And Mercury, we know, is like it will take the color of any planet it is sitting with. It is a neutral gender.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us look at another concept from this, because you asked this question. The beauty of the system is now you have to know Mula Trikona is the head office. It's like their origin. But where they are feeling very good is when they go into their exaltation. Now let us look at the exaltation from the Mula Trikona of every planet. So look at the Mula Trikona of Sun is Leo. And the exaltation of Sun is Aries, which is 9th house. And you see the same with the Shani. Shani's Mula Trikona is Aquarius. And its exaltation sign is Libra. So again 9th house. So Shani and Surya, Shani and Surya, which is Saturn and Sun, they have a 9th house connection with their Mula Trikona, respective Mula Trikonas. Now let us look at a planet Mars. Mars's Mula Trikona is Aries, and its exaltation sign is Capricorn, which is 10 houses. He's the warrior. That's why he has a very good say when it comes to, kriya and karmas that you're thinking about. And your actions and your debts also that you need to, because all your debts have to be paid to the 10th. So you see the connection, and he also gets Digbala when he comes into the 10th house. Then let us look at Moon and Mercury, because Moon and Mercury, their Mula Trikona and their exaltation signs are the same, which is Taurus is also the Mula Trikona, also the exaltation sign of Moon, and Mercury is also the exaltation sign and the Mula Trikona. And Moon and Mercury are called as Atreyas. Why they are Atreyas? Because belong to the Atri Rishis lineage. Even we have another Atreya. Who is another Atreya? Other Atreya is Dattatreya. He is also Atri Rishi's son. And there is another Atreya, Krishnatreya. The other Krishnatreya, the meaning is Rishi Durvasa. Maharishi Durvasa is also son of Atreya. They are all Atreyas. Atreya means belonging to the Gotra or the lineage of Atri Rishi and Anasuya Devi. So, even Buddha is also an Atreya because he is the son of Soma, which is Chandra. They are only coming and sitting in the even signs. And they are the only exceptions that they have their Mula Trikona and their exaltation signs to be in the same house. So we have seen Sun, we have seen Saturn, we have seen Mars, we have seen Moon, and we have seen Mercury. Now, two of the other visible planets which are there is Jupiter and Venus. Now you see the beauty of this. The Mula Trikona of Venus.
6,008.
Exactly. So which means gurus are there to guide you. Because all your 6th house related problems, which is all about your Shadripus, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Your greed, your jealousy, your anger, your pride, your vanity, all of this, only a guru can help you, guide you to overcome. That's why from the Mula Trikona of Venus, which is Libra, the exaltation is in Pisces. And for Guru, Jupiter, the exaltation is in the 8th, which means 8th house is all what you need to. These are the Dusthanas we know, these two houses. So how can you overcome these Dusthanas? Because Gurus get exalted there from their Mula Trikona. That means they are giving you some message. And that is why I say that when you have to go through Vaitarini river, there are only two ways how you can overcome. One is praying to Guru Dattatreya, because Jupiter's lineage also shows you he is Atri Rishi's lineage, but he is the Trinity himself, Dattatreya, Guru Datta. So Om Shri Gurudeva Datta, if you keep reciting this, then it helps your ancestors who are locked in certain lokas to be released to move in the Vaitarini river. They can go to the higher planes and they can achieve their objective. Shri Gurudeva Datta, Shri Gurudeva Datta, Shri Gurudeva Datta. As many times you recite, because you are helping yourself, because your ancestors are nothing but a part and parcel of you.
Very beautiful. I hope people now start doing this.
Yes, this is as simple as that, because otherwise you feel your own situation, certain life in your life is blocked. So Jupiter and Guru Datta are helping you to also help your ancestors. That is why we look at our annual. When we say an annual calendar, we have a 60-year calendar based on Jupiter. That is what we follow. Okay, 60-year calendar we follow. Now, when it comes to Shukra, who is about the 6th house matter, as I told you, that is connected to Shiva. So the beautiful shloka that is there in Nirvana Shatakam by Adi Shankaracharya, he says, Na punyam, na papam, na saukyam, na dukkham, na mantro, na tirtam, na veda, na yagna, aham bhojanam, naiva bhojyam, na bhokta, chidananda rupa, shivoham, shivoham. So what is he saying? No virtue or vice, no pleasure or pain. I need no mantra. I need no pilgrimages. I need no scripture or ritual. I am not the experience nor the experience itself. I am the form of consciousness and bliss. I am the eternal Shiva. I am the eternal Shiva. Shivoham, Shivoham. So Shukra is also a great devotee of Shiva. And because he understands, and that is why he is able to revive the dead. The Mrit Sanjeevani, sixth house is seventh house is death, sixth house is reviving the dead. And eighth house is 12th from 9th, which is Guru Paduka, which means the feet of your Guru. Ninth house is your Guru. Ninth house is your Dharma, your Sanatana Dharma. And by knowing about Jyotish, which is also Vedanga, you are just washing the feet of your Dharma Samstha or Samsthana. So eighth house is nothing but it is controlled by Guru Paduka, which means your Guru's feet. It represents. So Guru Paduka Stotram. Have you heard the Datta Guru Paduka Stotram?
Yes.
Yes. So Guru Paduka is the feet of the Guru. And sixth house is nothing but it is the mantra, simple mantra is Om Nama Shivaya. Om Nama Shivaya. Panchakshari with Ekakshari Om is giving you Shadakshari. Shadakshari is 6. 6 is the number in numerology also associated with Shukra. And the Mahamrityunjay mantra was given to Shukra by Shiva himself. And the Panchakshari Namah Shivaya and with Ekakshari is calling Shadakshari. So just by reciting Om Namah Shivaya itself is helping you to overcome the sixth house problems as a Shadakshari.
Very good. Yes, sir. Very good.
So this is what I wanted to summarize, because when we talk about Guru, we have to know these two Gurus in Jyotish. We do Jyotish, but we still do not know what is the importance that they play. So now one small technique for those of you who are interested in knowing, either Jupiter is stronger in your chart or Shukra is stronger. Both are Gurus, both have to be respected, both have to be venerated. But what happens is, whenever you look at your chart, go to the Ashtakvarga and go to your Bhinnashtakavarga of Jupiter. And in the Bhinnashtakavarga, not the Sarvashtakavarga, in the Bhinnashtakavarga, add all the points that are there in all the fiery signs, add all the points in the earthy signs, add all the points in the airy signs, and also add all the points in the water signs. Similarly, in the Bhinnashtakavarga of Shukra, you do. And whichever gives you a higher number, if it is the fire element which is giving you the higher number, then it is always better to do tapasya, or it is also good to do fire rituals, homam, and those sacrifices can be done for that, representing. Or you can also do the fire sacrifices for the planets which are sitting in Agni Tattva Rashi.
So for this, then this first we have to decide that we are choosing Jupiter or Venus according to their own Ashtakvarga points.
Ashtakvarga points, whatever is stronger.
And then go to Bhinnashtakavarga of that respective Guru for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then check wherever it is, if Shukra is giving for fire sign, it is giving 16 points, and Jupiter is giving you maybe 12 points. Then you take Shukra and you follow Shukra's path.
Right.
And do fire rituals, or Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a small ritual in the morning that you do during sunrise.
Right.
Okay, so that if it is in a earthy sign, it's always better to wear, you can keep yantras, mandalas, or you can do your gemstones, blah blah blah, earth element metals. And also it's very good to be a karma yogi.
Give that. Do service.
Yes, do service, karma yogi. If it is coming into an Aries sign, where it is Aries signs, the Ashtakvarg is stronger, then you do mantras or go to temples. Temples, your place of belief, light candles there, do seva there. In a, maybe in a gurudwara you do a seva, or you do it in a temple, a mosque, a church, wherever. You can be part of the activities there. And you can also be, for example, for Westerners, they can be part of a church choir, or they can be part of a bhajan or kirtan. Maybe you say, okay, I do not know bhajan and kirtan, but you can at least be part of that group when there is bhajan happening, and you can give chorus in the background. So all of this will help you in activating the guru, because that is more of bhakti marga. When you do bhajan, kirtan and seva, it is bhakti marga. Okay. And when it comes to the watery signs, which are showing you the strength in the Binastaka Varga of either these gurus, then it's best to do charitable work. Okay. So there is fire signs also will show you the association with Jnana Marga. Then, earthy signs, karma, being a karma yoga or jnana yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, for these. And the last thing is where you are reaching a state where you are just what we call as associated with the Rajya yoga, which is hatha yoga. Doing yogasanas, doing breath control, pranayama, hatha yoga is supposed to be best for if you are inward. So any form of yoga like Kriya yoga, Raja yoga, bhakti, hatha yoga, any forms of those, that is what you do when your watery signs are very powerful. I mean, either Jupiter or Venus, because these are the guides for you. These are your spiritual guides. So we have to honor these gurus in the chart. I'm not saying here that Jupiter is better or Venus is better. Both are gurus. They both have teachings to give you.
Right.
Okay. But what path you want to take, you can always see either Guru Datta or Bholenath Babaji, Shiv Babaji. Okay. So that was very short that I wanted to share with you something on Jupiter and Venus. Shikha.
It was a very wonderful session, something nice, different. Every time you come out with something nice. Last time we had done Owl, if you remember.
Yeah.
So people have liked that video of yours. After that, I don't think we have done anything. But it was well received on my channel. And I hope people will go and watch this also. You get connected to Sir. Even Sir has his own channel by his own name, Dr. Arjun Pai. So, and he's also known as a nakshatra man. I learned my nakshatras from him. So we were his first students. I've been very lucky to have all my teachers like this. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shikha ji, for having me.
Thank you, sir.